Hey guys, it's Jen, and today I wanted to share with you July favorites. I've been saying this past month that I really want to explore more with my makeup, rediscover things that are in my collection that I love, and really try to branch out with color a little bit more again. So a lot of my favorites kind of reflect that, but I definitely lean toward a few favorite shades. I wanted to share with you some eyeshadows that I first debuted in my date night, Get Ready With Me, and I'm absolutely in love with them. I'm talking about the Buxom eyeshadows. They say that they're primer infused, so you can totally use them without primer, and with primer these really shine. They're so buttery, so pigmented. These are the kind where you can pop them into the palettes as well, so you can just take them out really easily from the packaging, and you kind of have to do that to see the color name. I've really been loving this orange one called It Crowd. I love this gold one called Stilettos. As my little pop of extra bright color, I've been loving Luxe Life, which is a really gorgeous blue. Next, I wanted to talk about a mascara that I've been really obsessed with this month. I have been using this on my lower lash line. It's the Benefit They're Real in the blue shade. So what I really love about this is when you're inside, you may get like a tiny little hint of blue, but when you go out into the sunlight, it really shines. And if you guys want to see exactly what this looks like on me, I wore it in my Bahamas vlog. I'll leave a link to that down below, and I know some of you did comment in the comments of that video saying like, oh, it's so pretty, and I know some of you also said that in some of my Instagram photos. Actually, if you use a blue mascara around your eyes, it kind of counteracts the visual appearance of the redness in your eyes, and it makes your eyes look brighter. That's a little fun fact about blue mascara, but honestly, I just think it looks really cute and really beautiful for the summertime, so I'm liking the colored mascara trend. It definitely makes me feel like there's a little bit something extra special about my makeup. Gotta swing it back to the coral lips. You guys know I love orangey tints. I love my coral lips, and this has been a huge favorite this month. This is the Marc Jacobs Enamored Lip Shine in Uproar, and this is just kind of a sheer peachy color, but how I've been loving using this is actually on top of my Marc Jacobs Kiss Pop lipstick in Kiss Pop, Lip Pop, Lip Pop, 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 Pop. I'm probably saying the name wrong, but I'll leave a link to the lipstick I'm talking about down below. I have a super bright orange lipstick called Crush, and when I just kind of dab that into the center of my lips and then put this on top of it, everybody is always asking me, what are you wearing on your lips? It's a combination of those two, and I just really love it. By the way, this Marc Jacobs lip gloss formula is just like one of the best I've tried. It doesn't feel too gross and sticky, but it stays on really well. It feels nice and hydrating, and it has a really great wand. It has a doe foot applicator, but it's a little bit flat and flexible, so it's really easy to put it on your lips, and I feel like it doesn't make a mess. Speaking of lips, I know I'm gonna get some questions about what I'm wearing on my lips today, and it's been one of my go-to bright lips for sure this month. This is the Urban Decay Matte Revolution lipstick in Temper, and it's almost red. I don't even want to call it a red. When you see it in real life, it actually looks very orange, but like a red orange, not an orange red. For some reason, I feel like the orangey tones in this lipstick really soften it just slightly, so it doesn't feel like I have Christmas lips. It just feels nice and bright and very summer appropriate, even though it's more of like an evening lipstick. But y'all know, ain't nobody trying to keep those lips bright just for the evenings. I know you're wearing it during the daytime. I am too. Totally went to Target today and somebody complimented me on my lipstick, and I'm gonna say this stuff is awesome. If you guys want to see a review and swatches of the entire line of Matte Revolution lipsticks, I actually did a blog post with all of them, and I love them. They're super creamy. They don't feel overly drying, but it does give a nice matte look without feeling like a gross, terrible, life soul-sucking dry matte lipstick. Again, I'll also link that blog post down below if you want to check it out. If you're interested in finding a nice creamy feeling matte lipstick this is my #1 recommendation. Since it's officially super summertime, one huge trend that's been going around is the whole strobing thing, having like really shimmery cheeks that really glow. And one of my favorite things to use forever before, but especially now, is I love the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, especially in the shade Luminous Light. Some of their powders look more like a regular face powder in the pan. It doesn't have any shimmer, but this one actually does have a bit of sheen to it, and it's just the perfect amount of shine without sinking into your lines and making you look like your pores are really bad, like you're really badly broken out or have wrinkles. This one just glides over the top. It's finely milled enough that it doesn't catch all those imperfections. It just looks like you're naturally glowing. Definitely recommend it if you feel like your skin isn't perfect and you're looking for a highlighter that won't expose all of your secrets. I've been pulling out another oldie but goodie this week because I've just been really loving highlighting the inner corners of my eyes with something just slightly different. And I've always loved a little bit holographic kind of eyeshadows, and this is a palette that I've talked about probably years ago but could not ever bear to get rid of it. This is by Trucco. It's just a palette of holographic eyeshadows. Now I'm not exactly sure where you can buy it online. I'll look for the link, and if I can find it then I'll put it down below. But if you guys come across it, I definitely recommend it. This is just the coolest thing. It works amazingly over both a white base and especially well over a black because these colors just really pop. I mean, all of them look basically like they're a white eyeshadow, but it's very misleading. It looks really amazing on the inner corners of the eyes. I'm actually wearing the pinkish shade on my inner corners right now, and they actually blend in really well to whatever color you're using. So say you're having a brown coppery eyeshadow look, I think that the pink one looks really beautiful. If you're doing more of a smoky eye, I really like using the bluer or purpler shades. I just think it's really beautiful and something to just keep in your arsenal of makeup because it can make a really boring look extra special and magical. So my Benefit Gimme brow, I've always loved this since forever, but recently when I was hanging out with Christine, she talked about this in her last favorites video, and I was like, oh, I totally have that, I need to pull it out again. This is like a tiny little eyebrow mascara. It has the teeny tiniest little brush, and when you just brush it through your brows, it kind of makes me feel like it's adding extra hairs. So if you have a sparse eyebrow line and you just want to dab something on there to give it some more color and run out the door really quick, this looks very natural and it does a really good job. And because the formula is also a little bit liquidy, it keeps the brow hairs in place as well, which is really nice if you tend to have sparser, longer hairs like I do. Actually, lately my routine is using this in my eyebrows and then taking my Anastasia Brow Duo and just filling in from the middle to the ends, and it's so much faster than doing powder just in the entire brow. So I finally got myself a new Clarasonic, finally upgraded from my old pink Mia that I've had for years and years, and it's just getting a little worn out. So I was so excited to get this version because it's a little bit fancier. This is the Clarasonic Aria. It actually has different timers on it, so I don't have to really think about like, oh, am I holding it on this section of my face for too long? It does intervals of like 20 seconds on my forehead, 20 seconds on my T-zone, and then 10 seconds for each cheek. And that's it. That just makes it done. I think there's 2 different modes where you can have like a more in-depth, longer clean, so it changes the times that you hold it in each section. But for the most part, because I do double cleanse if I'm using a foundation, this is just really nice, and it also really speeds up my routine. Since I'm no longer using any kind of prescription medicines on my face, I can use this really regularly. So I feel like it just helps to exfoliate my skin. It helps the skin cell turnover be very regular. If I have hyperpigmentation, it just removes that a little bit quicker and also keeps my skin consistently clearer for longer. Oh, and it also has different power levels, so you can actually make a stronger vibration on your face or one that's a little bit more gentle depending on your skin type and what your skin can handle. So I like having the different options, it's nice. have more power. So that's it for my July favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did, then I would love it, love it, love it if you hit thumbs up on the video. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are into any of like the brighter makeup things, or if you've tried more than one kind of Clarasonic, because I would love to hear your opinions on it. I've only tried just the 2 kinds, and I definitely saw some differences. So anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!